Okay. So we're live. I think that angle is good. Okay, can you guys hear me? Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, OTF Creve Coeur. You got Coach Mattie here with you, here to take you guys through. It's more of like an endurance day. So we got a couple blocks for you guys. We'll have a warm-up block. We're going to have a lower body endurance block, a core blast, and we'll have a cardio block at the end. So just like we're in class, I'll demonstrate every movement, all that good kind of stuff, give you guys some options for any orthopedic issues. In that lower body endurance block, we are going to see a fair amount of lunges today. So if lunges are not for you, please be sure to send me a comment in that chat window. I'll try to check in with that every so often during the workout, so I can give you guys some different options as well. So I think we'll get started here. I'll go through our warm-up exercises, kind of take a couple minutes, let everybody get signed on. This workout's probably going to take about half an hour for us to complete. So I think we got a good amount of people on. So I'll go through those warm-up exercises with you guys. We're going to have a 5-minute warm-up block. Those exercises are going to be timed. So I'll keep time. I got a trusty stopwatch here with me at home. So I will time us through those exercises and you guys will be on me today for those times. Alrighty? So first off, we're going to do some arm circles. We're going to go forwards for 30 seconds, just like this. So keeping just a soft bend in your elbows, wide circles going forwards. After that 30-second mark, we're going to switch. We're going to go backwards just to warm up those shoulders a little bit. So we'll be here for the first minute of our warm-up. And then for the next minute of our warm-up, we're going to take it to a squat to overhead reach. So we're going to start with our feet just about shoulder width apart, setting those hips back, keeping your chest up. We're going to reach those arms up overhead as we sink down into our squat. Bring your biceps up by your ears and come right back up to the top. So we'll be here for a full minute. So just moving nice and slow, getting that body warmed up. Option there, you could always reduce your range of motion on the squat or reduce your range of motion on the overhead reach. Then we're going to move into a Cossack squat or just an alternating lateral lunge. So I'm going to start with my feet nice and wide. I'm going to sink down into that lateral lunge on one side, come back up to the top, sink right down into the other side. We'll be here for a minute. Option here, you can always reduce that range of motion. Then last couple minutes of our warm-up, we're going to do some seal jacks. So feet are starting together, hands are starting together. We're going to hop the feet out, arms come out to a T, and then bring it right back in. We'll be here for a minute. And then last minute of our warm-up, we're going to take it to a wide mountain climber. So bringing it down to a high plank position. You're going to step one foot out, outside of your hands, and come back into that high plank position. So we'll be here for the final minute of our warm-up. Option there, you can always just bring a knee up into your chest instead. All right, so unless there are any questions, I'll kind of check back in with the chat window, make sure you guys can hear me, all that good stuff. And we'll get started. I'll start my stopwatch. I'll start the video in the back. It might be kind of hard for you guys to see that screen. Try to adjust the blinds just right so you guys might be able to see it. But I'll keep talking you guys through it. And let's get started. All right. All right, so we are starting with those arm circles going forwards for the first 30 seconds right here. All right, just about 10 more seconds here, then we'll switch it up, start going backwards. And start going backwards. We'll be here for 30 seconds, and then we will take it to that squat to overhead reach. All right, team, just about 10 more seconds here. Get ready to take it to that squat to overhead reach. Forgot to mention, if you're using your heart rate monitor at home, make sure you start your app, make sure you start your watch so you get credit for today's workout. Probably the most important thing. All right, let's take it to that squat to overhead reach, nice and low as you can go on that squat. Reaching those biceps up by your ears as you sink down. We're here for 1 minute. All right, just about 20 more seconds right here. Then we'll move into that alternating lateral lunge for the next minute of our warm-up. Like I said, lots of lower body work today, so getting those quads, getting those glutes fired up. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Take it to your alternating lateral lunge. Make sure you're heavy in the heel as you sink down into that lateral lunge right here, sending those hips back, keeping your chest up as best you can. All right, a little less than 20 seconds here. Then we'll take it to our seal jacks to get that heart rate pumping. All right, we're taking on those seal jacks in 3, 2, 1. Take it to a seal jack here for 1 minute. Just a couple more minutes to get warmed up, then we'll go into that first leg endurance block. Okay, a little over halfway. A little less than 15, then we'll take it to that wide mountain climber. Final minute on our warm-up coming up right here. And 3, 2, 1. Take it to that wide mountain climber. Remember, stepping that foot outside the hands and then just coming right back to that high plank position. Here for 1 minute, final minute of our warm-up right here. Just about 20 seconds here, team. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Our warm-up is complete. We're going to head into our lower body endurance block. Whew, I'm feeling warmed up. I hope you guys are too. Coming into our next block, 8 minutes to work. We're gonna have 4 exercises for you guys at 20 reps apiece. So like I said, lower body endurance today. Beauty of today's workout, use whatever you have. So I've got a pair of dumbbells here. I'm gonna use my dumbbells. But if you don't have dumbbells, no worries. You could also use a duffel bag, a backpack, or honestly, even just using body weight. If you just use body weight, you're still gonna get a great workout in today. So I'll go through those 4 movements with you guys and then we'll get started. So first movement on that lower body endurance block is gonna be a squat. So if you have a dumbbell, I'm gonna hold that dumbbell right in front of my chest. I'm gonna send my hips back, keep my chest up through that squat. 20 reps right here. Option here, you can always just work body weight or reduce your range of motion on your squat. Then you have a lateral lunge. Again, I'm gonna hold that dumbbell right in my chest. I'm gonna start with my feet together, take a big step out to the side, just like that warm-up alternating lunge, heavy in the heel as you send your hips back. You got 10 on each side, so 20 total. If that lateral lunge is not for you, you could always take her to a reverse lunge instead if that's a little bit more comfortable. So 20 total right there. Then you got a sumo squat. So again, I'm gonna hold that dumbbell right in my chest. Feet are gonna be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Toes are pointed out. So I'm gonna focus on pushing my knees out to the side as I sink down for that squat. Option here, always reduce that range of motion on your squat. Last exercise on your block is a reverse lunge. So if you have a pair of dumbbells, hold them down at your sides. Or if you're just using one object, you can always hold that object at your chest. So I'm gonna start with my feet together, step all the way back, 90 degrees on each knee, drive through that front heel, and come up to the top. You got 20 total, so 10 on each side. And man, what a breath, you guys. All right, 8 minutes on the clock. I'll time you guys through it, and I'm gonna fast forward the TV, so that screen is gonna be playing for you guys. Okay. All right, 8 minutes on the clock, 4 movements. Any questions or orthopedic issues, please don't be afraid to drop me a comment in the chat. I'll keep checking in with you guys as we work. Well, let's take off. 20 reps on that squat, take it up. In 3, 2, 1, take it to that squat. 20 reps right here. So coming up next, we got that lateral lunge. So you're taking it for 20 total, 10 on each side. So if you have one weight, you can hold it at your chest. Otherwise, if you have a pair of dumbbells, you're gonna be framing that lunging knee. All right, lateral lunges coming up. I'm gonna step out 1 foot, heavy in the heels. I'm setting my hips back, and then coming right back up to that starting position. And take it to the other side, 10 reps right here. And then we're gonna move on to our sumo squat on the other side. All right, so remember when you're getting set up for a sumo squat, your feet are a little bit wider than they normally would be for a regular squat. Toes are pointed out, so focus on pushing those knees out to the side. And don't forget that big squeeze of the glutes at the top. You got 20 reps right here. Just a few more reps right here, then we'll take it to that reverse lunge. All right, coming up, reverse lunge, 20 total, 10 on each side. So I'm gonna grab my other dumbbell. Or make sure you're keeping your chest up on those reverse lunges. Don't let those dumbbells pull you down. All right, you guys, just a few more right here. Then we'll take it back up to the top, come back into our squat. right, round one complete. We are just about halfway through our block. So let's see if we can finish one more round. 20 reps on your squat. Just a couple more right here, then we'll come back into that lateral lunge. Woo! All right. Dumbbell right at your chest. Remember your options here as far as what equipment you're using. If you have that pair of dumbbells, frame that lunging knee, or you can hold that weight right at your chest. Man, take it over to the other side. If your quads are burning, you're doing it right. Okay, coming back into that sumo squat. Remember, widen that stance, point those toes out. Push the knees out, let's go, 20 reps. Looks like we got a little less than 2 minutes. Hang in there, crew. All right, guys, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I kind of lost count there, but I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna call it 20. Whew. Make sure on that reverse lunge, you're keeping your feet about shoulder width apart, even as you step that even as you step that foot back into that reverse lunge. Keeping that chest nice and tall. Chin up off of your chest, looking straight ahead. There it is, you guys. Looks like we're right at the end of our block. So maybe just a couple extra squats right here as we run that time down. And time. Awesome job. Whew, man, how are we feeling? Whew. Alrighty, coming up next, we have a core blast. So we got 3 exercises. This block is going to be 5 minutes long. So 3 exercises at 12 reps apiece. We're gonna have a leg raise, a hip raise. Aaron just commented, Mattie, this is hard. Girl, you're telling me. So a leg raise, a hip raise, and a toe reach. All at 12 reps apiece. Option on all 3 of those. You can always bend those knees at 90 degrees or reduce your range of motion as needed. So I'll go through those movements with you guys, and then we'll start the time up on the screen. Let's go. For that leg raise, I'm gonna start fully extending my legs. My hands are right down by my sides. And I'm gonna keep just a soft bend in my knees as I reach those legs up toward the ceiling, and slow and controlled on the way back down. So bringing your feet just a couple inches up off the ground before you make your way back up to the top. Like I said, option here, you can always bend those knees, tap your toes down in between each rep. Here for 12 reps. Then we got that hip raise, so coming back up, pointing your toes up to those ceiling tiles. Well, would be the ceiling tiles if we were in the studio. Just peeling that tailbone up and off the floor, coming right back down. Option here again, bend those knees, work from there for 12 reps. Then we're finishing off with a toe reach. Reaching your fingertips up towards your toes. For an extra challenge here, you can always grab one of your weights and hold that weight and reach your weight up towards your feet. So reaching towards your toes right there, peeling those shoulder blades up off the ground. Option there, bend your knees, or just take it to a regular crunch. We're there for 12 reps, 5 minutes total. So work through those 3 exercises. I'm gonna fast forward the screen for a little bit, and then we'll get to it.
To beach.
All right. A YouTube ad, really? Okay. All right, let's get to it, guys. 3 exercises. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, let's burn that core. Come on. On these leg raises, try to keep your lower back glued to the floor. So try not to let your back arch as you send those feet back toward the floor. After this, you're headed into that hip raise, so legs straight up toward the ceiling. Peeling that tailbone up and off the ground. Slow and controlled on the way back down. You got 12 reps right here. Just a couple more, then we'll take it to our toe reach. And take it up, reach toward those toes, peel the shoulder blades up off the floor. All right, and let's take it back to that leg raise, back up to the top. All right, coming back into that hip raise. Looks like we're just about halfway through our block. So hang in there. I know you guys got this. All right, take it back up for your toe reach. All right, round 2 done. Looks like we're coming up on the last third of our block, so let's see if we can get one more round in. Come back up for those 12 leg raises. If you're having trouble keeping your lower back glued to the floor, that might mean you need to reduce your range of motion a little bit, and that's perfectly fine. Just adjust to whatever your body needs to be able to keep that lower back glued to the floor. ready to come back for that hip raise. 12 reps right here. We're coming up on that finish line of this core blast block. Stick with it, you guys. Woo, let's take it up for that toe reach. Reach in for those toes. Shoulder blades coming up off the floor. All right, looks like we have a little bit of time left, so let's take it back up for that leg raise. Take that breather wherever you need it throughout these blocks. Just check in with yourself. Make sure your form is staying true.
This weekly 7-minute long.
All right. Wow, how's that core block for you guys? I'm sweating in here. Okay, so 2 strength training blocks done. We got 1 cardio block coming up, and then we'll take it to our flexibility block to finish off. My hair is getting crazy. Okay, so coming up on this cardio block, 7.5 minutes in total to work. We're gonna go for 1 minute of work, 15 seconds of rest. Okay, we got 2 exercises, and we'll alternate between those 2 for that 1 minute of work. Okay, so I'll go through those 2 exercises with you guys, and then we'll get to it. 1 last 7.5 minute block, and then we're gonna stretch it out, and you guys are done. So hang in there, I know you got this. So our 2 exercises are a jumping jack, and then I know this is a crowd pleaser, a pop jack. So jumping jack, we're gonna start with your feet together, arms down by your sides. Hop the feet out, arms come all the way up to the top, and take it back in. So at tempo, it's gonna look like this. Option there, you can always step that foot out and reach those arms up overhead, or you could also always reduce that range of motion if your shoulders are not going overhead, okay? So we got 1 minute of work on those jumping jacks, then we'll take 15 seconds of rest. Our next minute of work, we're gonna take it to our pop jack. So for that pop jack, we're gonna start in the high plank position, palms directly underneath your shoulders. Then we're gonna replace the hands with your feet. Hop it up, take it to that low squat position, eyes up, chest up, coming into that low squat. If you're hopping up and only your toes are coming up, I want you to walk it in, come into that low squat, and then you can always hop it back, or you could always walk it in, 1 foot at a time, and then step it on back. So we got 1 minute of work on those pop jacks, then we'll take our 15-second break, and then we'll go right back into those jumping jacks. Okay, do you guys have any questions before we get started? Take a sip of water, take a deep breath. Last 7.5 minutes of hard work, and then we'll stretch it out, okay? So I know you got this, hang tough. And we'll get that started. I'm gonna fast forward the screen a little bit. All right, so remember we're starting off with 1 minute of your jumping jacks, and then we'll take 15 seconds to rest. All right, let's take it up in 3, 2, 1. Take it up for your jumping jacks, 60 seconds right here. Looking for a pace that you can maintain for that whole 60 seconds. So this is your endurance right here. Almost like working those 1 minute all out. So I know we love seeing those on endurance days. All right, crew, we're a little over halfway. So we got that 15 seconds of rest coming right up. All right, 15 seconds of rest coming up in 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath, 15 seconds right here. And then we got 1 minute of those pop jacks. So remember your options on those pop jacks. You can always walk the feet in and out. All right, high plank position, let's take it up. guys, we got over 30 seconds down, less than 30 to go. Stick with it. I'm right there with you. Whew. Less than 15, guys. See if you can give me a couple more. And in 3, 2, 1, take that recovery. We got that rest time, but we'll take it back up for our jumping jacks for a minute. All right, take it up, crew, in 3, 2, 1. Take it to your jumping jack. All right, guys, coming up on our last 15 to 20 seconds. Coming up on that recovery in 3, 2, 1. Take it to a recovery, 15 seconds right here. Then we'll come right back into those pop jacks. Go ahead and take it to your high plank. We're going up in 3, 2, 1. Take it to your pop jack. Just about halfway there, team. Woo. Almost there, you guys. See if you can give me just 1 or 2 more. All right, and take that recovery in 3, 2, 1. Recover. All right, how are we doing? We got 2 rounds now, 1 more round to go of those 2 exercises, and then we're gonna stretch it out. 2 more minutes of hard work. I know you can do this. Take it back up for your jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Take it up for your jumping jacks. Seconds down, 30 to go. Just a few more, team. Finish strong. Take it down in 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds of recovery. 1 more minute of hard work. 1 more minute on those pop jacks, and then we're crossing that finish line, all right? Set yourself a goal of maybe it's 10 reps, maybe it's 15. Well, let's take it up. Final minute right here. Coming up on our last 30 seconds, team. Do what you can to empty that tank. That finish line just ahead.
All right, we finally made it to our flexibility block.
All right.
We definitely earned it, right, Jimmy?
Wow, you guys, we made it. Whew. How we feeling? We're gonna stretch it out real quick, and then you guys are ready to tackle the rest of your day. Awesome, awesome job. I'm gonna save this workout once I'm done going live, and then it should be available on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. So this is a great one to be able to come back to if you're traveling or if you're unable to make it into the studio, just because you can do everything with body weight. So let's stretch it out. Whew, we're gonna take it to a cross-body stretch. So one arm across the chest, relaxing your shoulders down away from the ears. All right, how we feeling? Ow, tired, yeah. All right, so go ahead, take it to the other side. Pop jacks for a minute is hard, like wow. Sweaty mess, nice, same. All right, we're gonna stretch out these quads, man. These quads worked hard today. So bring one knee up to your glute, keep your knees together, chest nice and tall. All right, I'm gonna catch my breath here a little bit. Normally now is when I would give you studio announcements, but for now, I'm gonna give you our at-home announcements. So back here tomorrow, 12 o'clock sharp. Coach Aaron is gonna be here to take you guys through your workout. So shout out to Coach Aaron. Come here tomorrow at noon, and she'll have that OTF at home to take you guys through. All right, let's go ahead and take it out for a runner's lunge. 1 foot forward. We're gonna land that back knee down on the ground, shift the hips forward. Should feel that stretch right in your hip crease. Can always reach that arm up overhead for a little bit deeper stretch. Awesome job today, you guys. If you use your heart rate monitor, use your Fitbit or Apple Watch, share your results with us. We love to see what you guys are doing outside the studio. So keep sharing, keep in contact with us. We love hearing from you guys. Cannot stress that enough. Go ahead and switch sides on that runner's lunge. So remember, share those results. Back here tomorrow at noon for Coach Aaron. I'll be back here with you guys at noon on Monday. So we'll start off next week, see what Orange Theory has in store for us at home. All right, let's take one last deep breath all together. Reach those arms up overhead. And exhale. And put your hands together for yourselves. Awesome, awesome work, everybody. Reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, and be kind to yourself. We're all doing the best that we can with this very strange hand that we've been dealt. So the fact that you guys are staying active during this time, I'm so proud of you. Stick with it, and we'll be back in the studio before we know it, okay? All right, Mattie out.